A glazing contractor working on a 14-story mixed-use job in Charlotte made an $800,000 mistake by submitting shop drawings for a window wall. The specifications called for curtain wall. Nobody said anything until the glass panels were made and aluminum extrusions cut. $340,000 work of aluminum and glass, but it was the wrong system. If you're reviewing submittals or writing a scope right now, don't make this mistake. This mistake is sitting in projects across the country. Most teams don't catch it until it's too late to change without a change order. By the end of this video, you'll be able to look at any submitted shop drawing and tell the difference between curtain wall and window wall, structurally, visually, and within the contract. Here's the part most PMs don't know. The visual difference between the two systems from the street is almost nothing. We'll get to that. So let's define both systems. Clearly, the way the field actually uses these terms. A curtain wall is a non-structural exterior cladding system. It hangs off the building's primary structure, usually steel or concrete, and it bypasses the slab edge entirely. It spans floor to floor. It carries its own dead load plus wind load. It transfers those loads back to the structure at the anchor points. It does not carry any floor load, not 1 pound. A window wall is also non-structural, but it bears on the slab edge below and is captured by the slab edge above. The slab is the support. The slab edge is exposed, or nearly exposed, on the exterior. Two systems, both glass, both aluminum. Completely different structural logic. Here's why it matters which system it is. Some of you might say, well, the specifications trump the drawings. Yes, that's true, but not everyone follows that, especially when it comes to whoever is doing the structural components of the buildings. Each system is anchored differently. Structural components must be designed to fit each system. If it is window wall, you have to design the concrete slab to carry the load. If it is curtain wall, you have to have steel to anchor the curtain wall to. Each system works differently. Here's how the issue actually unfolds. The glazing sub's estimator prices the job as curtain wall. That's what the spec says. That's what he bids. But when the project goes to their drafter, the person who actually produces the shop drawings, the drafter looks at the slab edge condition on the structural drawings and sees there are no embed plates, no cast-in sleeves. Nothing was coordinated before the slabs were poured. At that point, the drafter has two options. Option 1, tell the project manager, flag the missing embeds, and wait for an answer that could take 3 weeks and might result in a change order nobody wants to pay for. Option 2, draw the system as a window wall, bearing on the slab edge. Because the slab edge is right there and it works structurally. What a good drafter does, and take option 1. In this case, the drafter takes option 2. It keeps the job moving. The project manager does not catch it. So the submittal comes in. Cover sheet says curtain wall system. Product data is correct. The elevation sheets look right. The issue is buried in detail 7 on sheet SD04, the horizontal section at the slab, where the vertical mullion is sitting on a continuous shelf angle that's bolted to the face of the concrete. That's a window wall detail, full stop. And here's what makes it so easy to miss. The person reviewing that submittal is usually the architect's project architect, someone who is excellent at checking glass specs, checking equal spacing, checking symmetry on elevations, and verifying finish colors. They are not necessarily reading the structural connection detail and asking, wait, is the curtain wall supposed to bearing on or bypass the slab at each floor? The submittal gets returned approved. Drawings are sent to engineer to be stamped. Aluminum extrusions are ordered in. Glass is ordered based on guaranteed sizing. And the first time anyone realizes what happened is when the glazing crew shows up and the steel components and design are all over the place. By then, you're having a very different conversation than an RFI. Here's what you do to catch it before it costs you. Step 1. At the first construction meeting, confirm all steel for all curtain wall anchor points. Ask the glazing sub specifically, is this system bypassing the slab or bearing on it? Get the answer in the meeting minutes. Step 2. When the shop drawing package comes in, go straight to the anchor detail, not the elevation, not the cover sheet. Find the horizontal section at the slabs. If the mullion is sitting on a shelf angle bolted to the slab face, that's a window wall condition. Flag it immediately. Step 3. Compare the anchor detail to the structural drawings. The structural engineer needs to confirm the slab edge can carry the bearing load if it's window wall and to confirm there is steel to anchor curtain wall anchors. This conversation costs nothing. Missing it can cost a lot more. That's it. 3 checkpoints. None of them require an engineering degree. They require someone who knows what to look for. Here's the broader issue. Commercial construction moves fast, and nobody slows down to align on system definitions. The architect uses curtain wall as a generic term for any glass exterior. The glazing sub uses it to mean a specific structural condition. The GC uses it to mean whatever the budget allows. That terminology gap is where the money goes. The PMs who get ahead in this trade are the ones who can bridge that gap, who can sit in a coordination meeting, look at a section detail, and say that's not what the spec calls for. Before the concrete is poured, before the shop drawings are stamped, before the glass panels are made, knowing the difference between the two systems is the foundation. The next video we will talk about what the 4 main types of curtain wall systems are. Stay tuned. What system are you dealing with on your current job? Curtain wall, window wall, or something the spec still hasn't nailed down? Drop it in the comments.